Well, we're here at the Hawaii Healing Garden Festivals. This is a series of statewide festivals that's put on Kauai, Oahu, Maui, and the Big Island. These originally started in 2005 on Kauai, and last year was presented here in this valley in 2006. And as a result of that, moved into being a statewide festival. The foundation of the Hawaii Healing Garden is basically an honoring and celebration of the ethnobotanical plants through multicultural diversity, from the Hawaiians all the way through Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine from India, from the Filipino medicines and Japanese, and so it's basically a celebration of all these of our history with that, and highlighting all the people that support all those types of things.
Well, I'll be talking about the healing traditions of the Philippines, particularly on abulon, which is one of the forms of traditional medicine in the form of manual medicine.
I had a heart problem for, I would say, maybe 17 years. And doctors wouldn't operate because I couldn't handle any kind of morphine or things like that. I can't handle those kind of things, drugs like that, yeah. So I went up in the mountains, prayed, and then the Spirit showed me a different type of herb. When I started to experiment in it with myself, I found I got through it right away. When I got through with all that things, and all of a sudden people started to come to me with cardiovascular problems. In fact, disease also. So I help the people to try and maintain it with good nutritional values, and that carries them on right through.
So in this case, a lot of injuries are treated, chronic pain, but then there's also other aspects like the energetics or the bioelectromagnetic healing. There's also dealing with entities. There's also the aspect of midwifery. There's the bone setters. There's the animal bite cures and other forms of healing.
I am the Kumuhula of Halau Palaihivo Ka'ipuwai, and we're a traditional hula school that was founded on Kauai by my grandmother back in 1945. And so really our whole basis of Hawaiian knowledge and experience and skills is based on hula. So we talked about the plants, the different native Hawaiian plants, what their significance are in the practice of hula, as well as healing. And it came with a visual presentation, so while we were talking about it, people had a very good glimpse at what they look like in the wild, the colors, the textures, and then we wove in and out of the presentations chants and hula that helped to, expand the imagery even more.
When I moved to Kauai 30 years ago, the land I bought was just chock full of noni. I didn't know what it was used for, how to use it. I learned over the years how to use it, and then I met my partner. We have a business now that we actually process noni in a very unique way, and our whole premise was try to preserve noni as close to the raw fruit as possible. And it goes back to traditionally how was noni used. Most people think they stuck it in glass jars and fermented it. It's not how it was used. They didn't have glass jars 100 years ago. They didn't stick it in coconuts. They picked it off the fruit, they picked the fruit off the tree, and they ate it raw. There's been a lot of research at the University of Hawaii that's shown that when you ferment noni, you really destroy the value and the integrity of what's in the pulp. And they've shown there's over 165 compounds in the pulp of noni. So Polynesians and Hawaiians ate it, and they actually ate it every day to keep them from getting sick. In our society, we wait till we get sick and we want a magic pill. Fortunately, noni falls in that category because it's so broad-based. My own personal experience using aloe vera, golden seal, different things in nature. There's a lot of things in nature that heal. Personally, I found that there's nothing like noni, broad-based, internal and external. Skin conditions externally, eczema, psoriasis, cuts, bruises, it goes on and on, things you can use it for. Internally, there's been research in the last 20 years cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that. That's why when you take it internally, it lowers blood sugar levels, relaxes blood vessels, so your blood pressure goes down. What we do in our farm, we're a certified organic farm. We pick the fruit, and when it gets ripe, before it ferments, which is key for us, we hold it in open containers. When it gets ripe in 2 days, we remove the seeds because they didn't eat the seeds. We take the skin, the pulp, the juice, we puree it, and we dry it below 115 degrees. So it's raw food. Rawfood.com sells our stuff. It's extremely effective, and it's a lot more potent than juice because it's from the whole fruit.
The Hawaii Healing Garden Festivals bring together multicultural practitioners, and they bring it in a multi-dimensional form so that there's children programs, the Little Green Thumbs program, so children can understand a little bit more about organic gardening, what's important about organic gardening as opposed to using pesticides and fertilizers. So the children's programs are run by the Waimea Valley Audubon Center, and they actually have developed that program here. They have a garden here that's really beautiful that they help the kids, the kids actually learn and participate and have specific interactions with the plants in the area, in that area.
I think more discussions and sharing and interactions on all facets of health and well-being is it's pivotal in the times and the modern world that we live in right now. So it comes at a good time. It's a nice mix and sharing of different traditions and people from all over the place. And it's just a real positive subject, something that we cannot get enough of.